Today we're inside the factory where Korean spicy noodles come to life. Let's dive in and see how the noodles we all enjoy are made. First off, we're in the warehouse where all the ingredients are stored. They pick what they need for the day and take it to the main unit. This is where the magic happens. They mix simple ingredients like wheat flour, water, salt, and a special ingredient called kansui. This mix is what turns into the noodles. We get to see everything up close. They mix everything until it's just right. The dough needs to be perfect, not too hard, not too soft. That's where kansui comes in. It makes the noodles just the right kind of chewy. Watch as the already prepared dough transforms into a flawless sheet through the marvel of modern high-tech machinery and conveyor belts. This sheet steadily becomes thinner in the roller machines, reaching the precise thickness needed for noodles. The design of this equipment ensures that by the time the dough arrives at the cutting blades, it's perfectly thinned out for the next step. As we move our view to the far side of these advanced rollers, we're greeted by the sight of a thin, stretchy sheet. What comes next is fascinating. This sheet is further refined as it goes through sharp blades, turning it into curvy noodles that are exactly to your liking. Observe the elegance and precision with which each noodle is sliced to its specific size. Thanks to separators, every noodle keeps its form and spacing, showcasing the meticulous process behind their creation. Next up, we take our raw noodles and get them ready for steaming. They go into a machine where special nozzles spray just a little bit of water on them. This helps the noodles steam properly and get half cooked. After the noodles are steamed, they move on a conveyor belt to a cutting machine. This machine is pretty cool because it doesn't need anyone to help it work. It cuts the noodles into the exact size they need to be and puts them into molds with lots of holes. The whole process works so smoothly that as soon as one batch of noodles is cut and starts to drop, the machine gets the next mold ready right away. These noodles are quickly fried in hot oil for just 2 minutes. After frying, they're immediately taken out of their molds. This whole step is done without any people involved, because the machines do all the work by themselves. Thanks to these special molds, everything is organized and ready for packing quickly and without any mix-ups. We have an amazing machine to show you. It uses what we often call robotic arms to pick up cups for the noodles and place the noodles exactly on top of them. Here, machines are busy chopping green onions, mushrooms, and other dried ingredients. These ingredients are then added in equal portions to the cups with the noodles. On top of these, a packet of tastemaker and sauces is also added. This way, you get all the flavors you need for a perfect cup of noodles. Now, some more robotic arms carefully place the prepared lids on top of the cups and seal them. This keeps the flavor and freshness intact until the cups reach you. I can see how brilliantly these machines work together, preparing each cup one by one for further sealing. The cups line up and pass under roller drums, ensuring each one is sealed tight. Then, with the help of other machines, they're wrapped in plastic to make them even more secure. This whole process is done so neatly and quickly that you have to watch closely to catch all the details. And that's how these companies can make thousands of cups of noodles every day. Ever noticed how vibrant and eye-catching Korean noodle packaging is? There's a science to that too. Companies invest in psychological research to design packaging that appeals to emotions and taste expectations. It's all about creating a visual and tactile experience that complements the culinary one. This big robot is now being used for stacking, so it can handle all the boxes gently and with care. It makes sets of 6 boxes and easily lifts and stacks them in one place. This way they can be easily picked up later and loaded into transport trucks. Let's give you a closer look at special requests. See how easily the robot is working and handling this tough job all by itself. These error-free machines are very helpful in making the business successful because having less labor and making more products is always good. And these machines are doing their best to make that possible. You can bet that whether you're big or small, you won't be able to say no to these colorful wobbly gummies. We've brought them, especially for those who wanted to see this colorful party. These colorful gummies are ready, and now they're being packed in a very precise way. With the help of exact counting controls, all the jars are filled equally with gummies. Who doesn't like bubble gums? They're a must-have for everyone. Let's show you how the material for bubble gum is made and then poured into molds. Machines are really helpful for all these tasks. They easily pick up the sticky material and fill the molds through nozzles. Then, with great care, all the molds are filled up and given a slight shake to make sure the material sets well in the molds. We'll also show you how they get their proper shapes later on. Singapore famously banned chewing gum in 1992 to keep public spaces clean. The ban is still in place, though exceptions are made for dental or nicotine gums, which can be bought from a pharmacy with an ID. Have you ever tried waffles, a sort of chocolate-filled biscuits? If yes, then please tell us in the comments, because I have never eaten them before, and maybe I won't be able to leave them after today. They cut the chunk that is needed for a desired biscuit and keep it under the mold pressers, which give them a nice shape in pairs. After putting their stamp on the waffle biscuits, they send them all for baking. But let's take you directly to the filling, because there is no more fascinating sight than the way these machines pour a little bit of silky smooth chocolate on the biscuits from the molds. After leaving each biscuit line, they drop a little chocolate on the next biscuit line, and the robotic arms gently pick up the empty biscuits and stick them on the other biscuits so that the chocolate-filled biscuits can be made. This whole procedure is handled very quickly, and then they rest all the ready-made biscuits for a few minutes so that they cool down and absorb the flavors well. After that, they all reach the packing house, where they pack all the freshly baked biscuits in fancy packaging so that they can reach you.